Imagine a world where the US dollar is not the dominant global currency. What would that look like? What would be the implications for international trade, financial markets, and global economic leadership? This isn't a dystopian fiction, but a potential reality that economists and policymakers around the world are beginning to grapple with. The US dollar, which has been the world's reserve currency since the Bretton Woods Agreement in 1944, is seeing its dominance challenged. A noticeable shift is occurring among nations, with several moving away from the dollar. A meeting scheduled for May 14th could mark a significant turning point, with more countries potentially opting to abandon the US dollar. Leading this shift is the BRICS group, which includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These nations are exploring US dollar alternatives, partly to dodge American-led sanctions. Russia, facing sanctions for its actions in Ukraine, is particularly keen to reduce its dollar dependency to shield its assets abroad. In a similar vein, China has been bolstering its economic alliances to promote the use of its currency in global trade, further challenging the dollar's supremacy. Whispers of a new global currency from the BRICS nations have also been circulating. This move is seen as a way to avoid the implications of US sanctions and to assert more control over their economic affairs. The upcoming BRICS summit on May 15th is expected to be a pivotal event, with announcements that could accelerate the decline of the dollar's reserve status. Meanwhile, some countries are moving towards securing their national reserves by repatriating gold from the United States. Nations like Ghana, Nigeria, and South Africa have begun retrieving their gold reserves, reflecting a lack of confidence in the stability of the US economy and a desire to shore up their financial security in more tangible assets. This gold rush suggests a shift towards more asset-backed financial practices, which could undermine the fiat-based dollar system. The potential decline of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency could have profound implications for international financial markets. Gold prices, for instance, continue to show resilience, indicating a market that is perhaps bracing for more turbulent times. As nations and investors diversify away from dollar assets, we could see increased volatility in currency and commodity markets. As the critical BRICS meeting approaches, all eyes will be on the potential outcomes and their implications for the global economy. Investors and nations alike are advised to stay informed and consider diversifying their holdings to mitigate potential risks associated with a dollar decline. While the future may be uncertain, the current trends suggest a seismic shift in international finance that could redefine global economic leadership in the years to come. To wrap up, the US dollar's reign as the world's reserve currency may be under threat. Geopolitical shifts, economic strategies by major nations, and the return to more tangible asset-backed financial practices all signal a potential end to its dominance. As the global community watches, the decisions made in the coming days will likely have lasting impacts on international economic policies and practices. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like and subscribe.